Right, for more on some of the absurd wokeness I spoke about in my editorial and the stories making headlines today, I'm joined now from Brisbane by the host of Front Page, Peter Gleeson, and in Sydney, the host of Chris Smith tonight, the man himself, Chris Smith. Chris, I'll go to you first. This censorious woke culture, we've seen it in Victoria with Eddie Maguire and a lot more. I just gave only a few examples over the last sort of 10 days, but Black Lives Matter, I really need to make the point. This is not a new movement, Marxist socialist agenda. This is rebadged. It's the same old radical groups. This is about destroying the West. It's about destroying nuclear families. How will we, when will we get a spine here and fight back?
Yeah, we've got to fight back. We've got to fight back on forums like this. We've got to get people like you, Peter Credlin, to think about getting into politics and changing all of this garbage wokeness. And politicians need to understand that although the minority are very loud, and although they think they have to virtue signal with every campaign, whether it's a campaign against a football club or whatever, sorry, the vast majority of people want a bit of common sense. They want to stand up to those who yell from the minority benches loudly and say, hang on a minute, we need to cater for you, but don't think we should turn things upside down for you. This business about breast milk versus chest milk is too ridiculous to even comment on. The fact that midwives would have to find another lingo to refer to this sort of stuff, it's outrageous, it is disgraceful. And let's think about this. If you've got 0.3 of a population who identify as transgender, how many of them will have the job at some stage of feeding a young baby? Probably 0.0003% of the population. You don't turn things skew-whiffed to cater for that kind of language. You say to these people, of course, as a transgender person, you're allowed to breastfeed a baby or to chest feed a baby or do whatever turns you on. But can I just say this? The vast majority would be insulted that you would change the lingo. They need to be respected. Why are we using descriptors to favour the minority and not the majority? That's just balmy to me, and politicians need to stand up to it.
Look, it's mad, and I hasten to say, someone transitioning to be a woman and then obviously being involved in a young child's life would want to be referred to as a breastfeeder, would want to have all the treatment by professionals of their new gender. To say chest feeding takes them back to their masculine previous life anyway, but this idea that we can't say the word breasts, that a father is just the other biological, the second biological co-parent or whatever that rubbish is. When this is a university hospital, this is the Brighton and Sussex University Hospital, this is the National Health Service in Britain, Gleeso. It's crackers.
Yeah, it's madness, and it is a crisis, and all Australians need to understand that the woke brigade are coming after us, right? And I'm really concerned right now at the way in which corporate Australia, the global corporate structure, are bending the knee to these people. They are folding at every turn. The ANZ Bank will not fund coal ports because they see it as an attack on climate science. I mean, you know, you've got Adani that were boycotted by certain businesses here in Brisbane because of the controversial nature. Gillette, the best a man can get, toxic masculinity. You've got, you know, cheeses being renamed. You've got this whole woke brigade that are basically, you know, it's blackmail, it's extortion, and they are saying to corporate Australia and the rest of the world that unless you come with us, we will boycott you. It's outrageous. I think Australians need to sit back and have a really strong look at this and go, well, we're going to back the ones who are standing up to this mob, because you just demonstrated, Peter Credlin, that the world is going slowly but surely mad.